You're going to learn all about Vo2 Max workouts and Vo2 Max. I'm going to kind of do a sum up of things that are based around a lot of things I've posted. So think of this as a recap of sorts, but a very valuable one. I'm going to do a deep dive on one specific thing versus kind of reading the whole newsletter like I've done in the past. I think this is going to be the most value for you, as you can just cherry pick kind of like a Cliff's Notes of sorts, a Wikipedia of like, what is this thing that he's trying to talk about? And if you want to click the links, you can, which are all below or in the show notes. So let's get into it. What is up? I'm Darren. D-Lake creates, D-Lake runs on Instagram. So let's shake things up and talk about exactly what's going to be in here. So the rest between races is on the newsletter. More going to talk about the Vo2 Max workouts that might kill you. That's a sort of thing that I went a deep dive on. Easy hill workouts for all the gains, and I think I'm just going to end it there. So just two things that are all around each other, and actually a mental health thing, which is really cool. That's going to help you getting through certain areas of your training and the training blocks and whatnot that hopefully can be a tool for you. But before I start, huge announcement. Ever since I started my audio podcast, a lot of people have been asking me, yo, is this on YouTube? And I'll spare you with how much work it is to turn an audio podcast into video and also publish on YouTube. But I finally moved over to YouTube, and I will be sharing a lot of video episodes from Mike Trees, our past stuff, and slowly moving into the new deep dives and answering burning questions about training and life that will surely make you a better human. I believe everyone learns differently. And while you might like reading all your running edutainment, some like listening via podcast, while others like to watch. I actually like to do all three. Pro tip, do all three for one piece of content and you will retain it better and faster. You are welcome. Going over and check it out and subscribe. The link is below in YouTube. It's in the show notes, or just go to dlakecreates.com/news and you'll find kind of all of this stuff everywhere, or just YouTube, type in D-Lake Creates, or podcast, type in D-Lake and Mike Trees. Vo2 Max run workouts. These will make you strong or kill you trying. So what is Vo2 Max? So we'll do a what, why, and how framework. Vo2 Max is a number that tells you how much oxygen your body can use during exercise. It's important because it can help you understand your fitness level and potential. Basically, it's how much air you can breathe in and use to power your muscles. That's the simplified version of it, because the oxygen is what powers you, and also some sugar and stuff. Why is it important? Knowing your Vo2 Max can help you train smarter and more effectively. A higher Vo2 Max means you can work harder and longer during exercise. Plus, it's a cool number to brag about to your friends on your Garmin, or Apple shows Vo2 Max, which is way off. What you'll learn in this episode deep dive that I did, the difference between Vo2 Max workouts, Vo2 Max, and Vo2. Those are three different things. How to use Vo2 Max to improve your fitness and performance, the benefits of aerobic exercise and how it can increase your Vo2 Max and your Vo2. If you're feeling this, why not share this episode out? Send a link. It's really easy. I'm sure you know how to do it. Just shoot it. Be like, yo, this dude's dope. I like what he's talking about. He's helping me run better, blah, 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 blah. Just share it out. Really appreciate it. Really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Past things, training updates. Read the newsletter. You got to read the newsletter for that. So I didn't want to make this too long. So just read the newsletter. The link is below, or go to dlakecreates.com/news. Next part, easy hill workouts for dope gains. And the mental part, feeling good about feeling bad. That's where it's at. I like that. So the physical thing first, hills that don't hurt. So this is a hill workout session. I like this. This is a short edition of Hills That Don't Hurt. What is it? It's short intervals uphill as hard as you can with a very long rest. This works, the rest is about 3 or 4 to 1. This works the ATP PC system, which is great because you do the least amount of damage with this system if you're ready for it. While these are short intervals, if you do them hard enough, 95 to 100%, you can get immense benefits out of them, like unreal benefits. They build up strength and power to your legs, making you a more economical, efficient runner without the stress of flat land sprints, which are harder on your body, and downhill sprints, that will wipe you out. Early in the season, hill repeats are like building the foundation for a skyscraper. If you build on a marsh mudland, so just a swampy area, it will not survive. The taller that building gets, it will topple over. Also, it develops your Vo2 Max. How to do it. run up the steepest hill that you can find for 20 seconds. If you don't have a hill in your area, a bridge or even stairs are fine in place of a hilly place. Walk down and make sure you rest for at least 60 to 80 seconds. This is a 3 to 4 to 1 rest work ratio. So it's basically 4 to 1 rest work ratio. Very, very critical. Do not sprint down it really fast and then come right back up. Make sure you just walk down easy and you are fully recovered. You have to be able to come back and do them very hard. Beginners start with 4 repeats, intermediates 6, advanced 8 to 10. Now I wouldn't do more than 10. I don't do more than 8 actually. Sometimes I might do 10 if it's 20 seconds. Yeah. Feel free to modify the time to shorter time for easier, 10 to 15 seconds, or longer for advanced. I wouldn't go longer than 30 seconds for a very advanced elite athlete personally, as you're working the wrong system. Once you go longer, it's the anaerobic system past that point. Traps to be aware of. Do this as a standalone workout with warm-up and cool-down of 10 minutes each, or incorporate it at the end of an easy run early in the season. You may be sore the next day, but this is fine. It is absolutely normal. Huge warning, you need to be moderately fit or you might injure yourself and come up extremely sore after. Crazy Doms, if you have been doing nothing for the last month or more, please have a base period of 4 weeks before you implement this. Strength training, just get your muscles ready for the intense pounding that's going to happen. Mental thing. So this is a quote I'm revisiting to help me run better in relation to Vo2 Max. So I kind of tied it all together. Same theme. This statement from Mark Manson is exactly what all athletes and fitness people chase. So Mark Manson's kind of a psychological guru out there. He had the book, The Simple Art of Not Giving an F. Is it The Simple Art? I think it is. Or The Art of Not Giving an F. Stop trying to be, this is what he said, stop trying to be happy. Ideally, it feels bad, but makes you feel good about having felt bad. This is the sweet spot. This is where you want to live. This is who you want to be. The physical metaphor that I think for running is the equivalent to feeling good about the bad feeling of delayed onset muscle soreness, DOMS, which can happen if you do the hill repeats, that you got from a hard workout that felt bad. All right, stay with me now. So the physical metaphor of what he just said is the equivalent of feeling good about the bad feeling of delayed onset muscle soreness, DOMS, that you get from those hill repeats that you weren't ready for, or a race or a hard workout. Most athletes secretly love that feeling. It's this warm, juicy area where you're like, I like this. Or at least, you know, as you start training more and more and more, you like that sore feeling. You like that I smashed myself. It becomes addictive in a bad, negative way. It's not good overall in the long term, but it's good in short term, short bouts. It's like having a wine cellar, being a wine aficionado or beer drinker. You have a couple, and then, you know, one every 2 or 3 months, one night you get drunk. That's fine. That's like a race. You know, you damage your body and then you come back from it. It's absolutely fine. I don't drink, so I don't condone drinking. I just like the drinking analogy. So that's why I did that. But let's wrap it up there. So all around Vo2 Max, trying to make the new themes on these kind of video newsletter podcasts. Let me know if you felt this. Let me know if you didn't. Put comments in the YouTube, send me a email, talk@dlakecreates.com, spelled the normal way, or hit me up on Instagram, DMs. Yeah, that's about it. I appreciate all of you riding and hanging along and signing up for the newsletter. And hopefully we keep this riding. I can, at least. I got a lot more new stuff that I want to put out and help new, intermediate, advanced runners, whoever you are, live a balanced life 1% better every day. And the goal is to get the content out every day, which would be great, valuable content for everyone out there. Thanks for rocking. Peace.